Hey there everyone, welcome back to Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Previously, we finished the Ashina outskirts and faced off against Gyobu, the last kind of defense of the castle gates. And we ran into the Serpent God in the valley before there, the Underbridge Valley, and we also met the Tengu of Ashina and helped him kill some spies from Senpo Temple. Now that we have a bit more attack power, I wanted to come back here to Hirata so we can finish off this area. So let's push in and see what we find. What do we got? No possession balloons. Oh, this is for soul. We don't really need that. We'll just do wealth, I think, then. Who saw me? Oh, him. Yeah, don't do that thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow, I just got trounced. Status abnormalities have a variety of negative effects in battle. Before an abnormality is fully inflicted, a resistance gauge is shown. When the resistance gauge is full, Wolf becomes afflicted. There are items which suppress the resistance gauge or outright cure these abnormalities. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Wow, I am just getting destroyed here. Okay. Alright, so for the purposes of walkthrough, don't do that. That was stupid. Don't do what I just did. I should have popped the gotcha and sugar and taken out the big guys first. So as we can see, the place is not doing too well. The bandits have made quite a mess of it. Oh. Who's there? Oh. I didn't even know there was a guy there. I thought it was just some intense music. Okay, so let's see. Now there's a samurai over here. If you walk up and talk to him, he's going to run into battle against everything in that direction. And so to make this significantly easier, we are going to ignore him for now. This fight that we're coming up to is a boss fight, and he can be pretty tough. I don't think he's terrible, but you know, I've been playing this for years. And he can dish out the hits pretty hard, so... and so if you're looking for him, you can see the big guy sitting on the stairs right under the doors. So that's Juzou, the Drunkard. And he is also, I do believe, the leader of this bandit group. So we're just gonna kind of stealth our way through this a bit. So we have... Uh-oh, somebody saw me. We have, what, 6 people there, including... 7 including him. So just make sure he doesn't get near the samurai. And we should be okay. I'm confident I could probably take out all of them, but I want to get a backstab on him as well. Actually, I could use this to my advantage. Nope, never mind. I gotta get closer. Gotta get closer! Yeah, don't prematurely swing and hit him. So like I said, there's about 6 people over there. We want to take out as many of them as possible. Just so he doesn't kind of catch me off guard there. It's really funny because a lot of people think they're being sneaky getting over here, and he's like literally right there. And like right next to us. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna let them reset again. He didn't even notice me going after those guys, so... If the last one wasn't as close as he was. You're still over there? Yeah, my buddy's still over there. We're gonna take him in the battle with us. But I wanna get a backstab first so we don't have to deal with two posture bars. Because like I said, he's kind of a tough fight, especially if you're new to this. Oh, perfect. Okay. So one other thing we're going to do is we're going to lather him up in oil and burn him. I'm going to use the axe on his people first, though. Okay, run in, take care of his people. Oop. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, let's get him into the fight. Okay. Come on. Oh man, I'm sorry. You couldn't handle the duty there anymore. I was trying to get Juzou off of him, so that's why I was going in for the oil on him. Alright, so we'll read some of that stuff we just got, but let's get some money. I think that's everything. Oh, there were people over here. Yeah, never mind. Forgot about them. I probably could have gone inside as well, but... So like I said, he's not too bad. His deflections, if you don't know them, like I said, he hits pretty hard, so... but you can keep doing the oil on him if you want. It's not... It really tears him down a bit. We're not really going to need any of this. Shuriken is the best for what we're going up against next. We have unrefined sake. So that's our newest type of sake. A bottle of cloudy, unrefined sake. Sake is a drink meant for sharing. This cloudy sake is one of Ishin Ashina's favorites. It has a rich, full-bodied flavor. On the other hand, it has a reputation for getting one too drunk too quickly. Alright. I'm thinking, if we can, we might offer that to Emma. We picked up, I think, another prayer bead. I don't know what the heck I'm doing here. So, I don't know... It's our prayer necklace. I think I've seen some of these with unique descriptions, but I haven't run across anything so far here. Okay, so we're kind of in the main part of the estate here. And there's a good bit of loot. So this is someone we should remember.
No, せがれか。わしは恐ろしきものを見た。湧き出てくるのじゃ。次から次へと。止め殿、止め殿。若様。若様がお屋敷の奥に。わしのせがれが。伊之助が向かったゆえ無事と思うが。はぐれ忍びよ。念のためじゃ。お主も若様をお救いに行っておくれ。
So some of that, dropping some familiar names here. Okay, so I have access now to Breath of Life Light. And again, this is one that recovers vitality upon performing a successful death blow, meaning we gain some hit points every time we kill somebody, essentially. So let's backtrack a little bit here before we move forward. Don't think I missed anything back here. If you see this little design here, it's a kind of a false wall, so to speak. There's a few of these throughout the game. And they usually give you access to some pretty nice stuff. Prayer bead. There we go. 2 of them. Very nice. I think that's it. This place is burning up, so I'm not too worried about destroying everything. Okay. So as I said, she mentioned the name Inosuke, which should sound familiar, and her voice should also sound familiar. Oh my god, really? Oh my god. If I seriously died to this. Oh, I used... Okay, I deserve death after that. Yeah, that was bad. Alright, here we are.
そなた、若様のこの先へ行くのはやめておけ。恐ろしき現実よ。種ならしがなければ破れぬぞ。これをわずかだがそなたに託そう。
Okay, so we picked up some of this when we were in the Underbridge Valley around the Serpent God.
種ならしがなければあの現実は破れぬぞ。森役の務めと勇んでみたがこのざまよ。平田はしまいじゃ。母だけでも逃がさねば。
So if you look at his eyes, you'll see that they're bleeding. She mentioned her son Inosuke. He mentioned the mother. So this is the same Inosuke that had the mother with dementia in the outskirts. And so I think their family name is Nagami. And I think the guy outside might actually be part of the same family, because they are all related, I believe, in some way to each other. And I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know if he got damaged, if his eyes were damaged in combat, or if the illusions somehow got them to start bleeding. But if you remember back in the outskirts, he did have his eyes bandaged. So I do think he is blind. And I think this is where it happened, because you can see the blood. So that's why he recognized our voice. You know, he is one of the Hirata, so the family that we essentially worked for in a way. Now we are about to walk into a fight. I probably should fix this, and they're pushing the snapseed on us for a reason. You don't need the snapseed, but it does help. So there's a hidden temple here. Now we are walking into our second big boss fight. So the ones that are tied to trophies essentially, and this one is going to be a little different from what we previously went up against when we fought Gyobu. So it's going to look like there's only one posture bar, but there are 2 posture bars. And we are fighting against another Shinobi here. Yeah, she's not too hard, if you ask me. I mean, if you came here with one attack power, I'm going to say, yeah, she regains posture a little too quickly for that. I'd say, definitely do Gyobu first, just to get your attack power up a little bit. Stay stay on her though, because usually if you attack her, she'll attack back, and you can kind of deflect her. And she'll occasionally jump up into the air and pull some moves on you that way, where she throws these blades down on you, and you can actually knock her out of the air in many cases with your shuriken. You don't need to, but it does help. So, and she will deflect it, but you can also knock her out if you get her at the right moment. After she kind of goes down the first time, they've been hinting at illusions here. She'll start casting these illusion spells at you, where essentially a bunch of like bandits will show up, and they're illusionary bandits that will attack you. And if you have the snap seed on you, this stuff, you can cast the illusions away without having to actually fight them, which is nice. And you don't really need it, but what it makes it a little hard to stay on her that way, because she still regains posture pretty quick, so you're probably going to want to try to deal more physical damage to her at that point if you can't deal with them, because her posture is going to recover pretty quick. And eventually she's going to start using the Phantom Kunai on you, where she's going to cast these little kind of hovering, they're almost like spirit emblems. I'm not sure if that's exactly what they are, but they kind of shoot at you and they'll take down quite a bit of health, and I don't think you can block them at all. So you basically just have to dodge out of their way. But otherwise, I don't think she's too bad. Just kind of got to get used to her combos, but I haven't really tried it, but I don't know, like the firecrackers might help with this. I've never really bothered with them though. If you recall, Owl gave us the key before he died, so.
Chichu, 母上、少女よ、みんなどこへ行ったのだ。
巫女様、現実か。
久しいな、フクロウのせがれよ。
お蝶殿、言ってください。
そなたは
なすべきことをなすのです。
わかりました。
さて、やろうか、せがれ殿。
Vitality and posture. The lower one's vitality, the slower their posture recovers. And see, they're kind of pointing at the idea of what I was saying with the attack power. If you don't really have enough, she can regain posture very quickly. The posture gauge's color gets redder as the recovery rate slows. Vitality damaging techniques such as dodge counterattack are ideal against enemies with fast posture recovery. Once enemy vitality is low, posture damaging moves become effective.
お蝶殿、
さてな、窓はしゆるぞ、せがれ殿。
Oop, she's shredding me. Oh, Shirigami, dang.
やるじゃないか、せがれ殿。
She just takes it. This is where she'll start casting the illusions. And I'm out of spirit emblems, unfortunately. There we go. So if you see these guys popping up, this is where you want to use the snap seed. Oh no, I'm using the wrong button. There we go. And those are the kunais. So those little kind of light orbs coming at you. Oh, she got me. Oh. Oh, I keep going for the wrong button. Alright, because I'm kind of doing okay here, I'm going to use the Divine Grass. And good thing I did. That was definitely not my smoothest fight against her. That was a rocky one. Lady Butterfly. The battle memory of an extraordinary foe lingering in the mind of the wolf. Commune with the sculptor's idol and confront memories of battle to permanently increase attack power. The Phantom Lady Butterfly was a seasoned practitioner of illusions. Sakura Droplet. If you recall, we had one on us at the start of the story, kind of resembling or representing the resurrective power. Pale pink crystal residue known to form when an immortal oath fails to establish. Increases resurrective power, allowing one additional resurrection. And so we right now have 2 resurrections, technically. We have the primary one plus the secondary one. This will give us a 3rd. To repeat the vows of the Undying and be awarded resurrective power once more surely necessitates the aid of the divine child of the dragon's heritage.
私のためそなたは戦ってくれた。捨ておくことなどできるものか。狼よ、我が血と共に生きてくれ。
Alright, so got quite a few skill points there, so we might as well use those. The reason, so I popped the Divine Grass there at the end, and the reason I usually kind of save those is because they're rare. But because I was pretty close to getting a death blow on her, and I trusted myself enough to do it, I went ahead and used that. That's what those kind of items are really meant for. Some are a little bit more disposable than others, and I'll kind of cover that as we go through. But keep in mind, the Divine Grass does heal and cures status abnormalities. And I usually just use it as a backup heal if I really need it.
お前さん、どうやら古い記憶が目覚めたようじゃな。
ああ、巫女様を見た。
そうかい。司祭は聞かぬし、語りもするな。見えたものは己の内に留めておくもんじゃ。
We gotta do it, right?
武士殿はそこの仏で何かが見えたのか。
お前さん、人の話を聞いてたか。
どうなのだ。
炎じゃ。
炎。
何を備えようともそれしか見えん。一面の足名を焼き尽くすような炎。
それは
この話はしまいじゃ。
Let's check upgrades quick while we're here. I think I'm gonna do the spring-loaded firecracker just to unlock the rest. Because I really want to get, keep upgrading the flame vent. And I'd also like to get the spinning shuriken.
ではな、また久しくらいならかしてやろう。
Now we have that unrefined sake.
狼殿、よく参られました。
I thought maybe we'd offer it to her. Wait, we can't? Oh, you know what? We might not be able to offer it to her till later. Okay, never mind.
では、また。
We could offer it to the sculptor, but I'll save it for later. Okay, so we have a memory. Remnant, Lady Butterfly. The battle memory of an extraordinary foe. Although distant, recollection of such a memory provided sustenance for the wolf. The phantom Lady Butterfly was appointed by the wolf's foster father as one of his mentors in Shinobi techniques. So she worked for Owlden, essentially. These mentors employed strict methods. The cultivation of Shinobi techniques can only be achieved in the midst of battle. Or maybe not worked for, but she definitely worked with, I should say. Now, skill-wise, let me think on this a bit. Okay, so I think I figured out what I want. I'm going to unlock the next tier for all of these. So I'm going to do mid-air deflection, which will bring us towards mid-air combat arts, which I really want. In fact, that's it. That's kind of the end of this part of the tree for me, because I'm not going to do the spirit emblems until later. So once I get this, I'm kind of done with the side of the tree for now. And I'm going to get run and slide because I want to get towards improving the posture damage with Mikiri counter. These are all kind of nice too because they're all, these two are kind of more Shinobi related, and I do a lot of stealth, so not bad to move towards after we get these. And I'm going to do Chasing Slice so we can move towards Midair Prosthetic and towards these upper level skills. I think we're good there. I do like some of the Ashina arts too, but I'll kind of save those for now, I think. I think all the skill trees have their merit, but I think the Shinobi arts and the Prosthetic arts collectively give a whole lot of bonus to my playstyle at least. Alright. I'm going to talk more about the Hirata Estate story later because we will go back there at some point because we were left on a bit of a cliffhanger there. What we do know, at least from the little bit that was led to us, we talked about how the bandits came at the right time while the samurai were out fighting, leaving mostly the older warriors and the other personnel around that probably couldn't fight back. Based on the timing, I was kind of saying that this is probably an inside job, and I think we just figured that out with Lady Butterfly. So she was the shinobi that trained Wolf how to fight under the orders of Owl, so to speak, or at least trained her how to fight, trained him how to fight to some extent. So she was a mentor to him. And based on the fact that Kuro was in the hidden temple where we fought her, I would say that she, as Kuro would probably put it, has been corrupted by the idea of the power of immortality and wanted to use his power. Clearly she had an accomplice because somebody stabbed us in the back. Who it was at this point we do not know. However, when we talked to the sculptor said that it seems like your memories are coming back to you. So I kind of wonder if Wolf was sent away and actually came back at a kind of an untimely point in this, and actually, may have rescued him, or if this is literally just us changing the past. I don't know on that part, because how that ended is how the game began for us. Kuro said the same words, granting us the power of the dragon's heritage, and brought us back to life. So is that truly how this happened in the past, or is this an amalgamation of the past events that's a little bit different? The one thing that never really sat well with me in the story is why the 3-year gap between that incident where we were supposedly brought back and 3 years later to us being in that well. What led to that? I don't think Kuro's been sitting inside that tower for 3 years. I mean, that just sounds ridiculous. So, or is this like a bridge of space and time here? I don't really know. I think that's really kind of interesting. If it's a true memory, then that would explain where we got our powers. We just saw that. We don't know, who stabbed us in the back, so we don't know who Lady Butterfly or Phantom Butterfly's accomplice is at this point. But that's what we know, and like I said, we will come back to this. Anyway, if you were following along for trophy completion, we do have a new trophy called the Phantom Lady Butterfly for defeating her. So again, because she is one of the big bosses. And we did collect some more prayer beads. We collected, or I equipped some of our, finally in the previous episode, equipped some more prosthetic tools and stuff. But we don't have anything new in that realm. Mostly just the more prayer beads, getting towards our vitality and posture trophy. And that is a good place to end this episode. So to recap, we completed Hirata Estate. It's not 100% completed, but completed as far as we can go at this point. We completed the memory. And we talked to the sculptor a bit about what he saw, and he had mentioned flames. So which has been a common theme if you listen to certain people talking. Flames and other associated terms that go along with that I'll bring up more later. And so next time what we're going to do is, now that we have access to the castle gate, we're going to start making our way into Ashina Castle, and so we can kind of start looking for Lord Kuro and kind of see what else is in that area. With that being said, let us close things out for the night. Thank you all for joining, and I will see you all later.